This is the application portion for the Kasa Smart Wi-Fi Outdoor Plug. You'll notice that you actually have two separate plugs indicated for this. Even though it is a singular device, each plug gets its own section to turn on, off, and get data from. Right now we're going to click onto Outdoor Plug 2 so that we can kind of see what we're looking at. Right here you see in the center, that is a big green on button, and I'm going to pop back for 1 second and go to the Outdoor Plug 1 because that would have turned off my key light. When it's not on, it's in a gray form. Press on it, you get a nice wipe and a green to let you know, hey, this is on. I'll turn that off one more time. In the upper right hand corner, you have a sprocket or a cog. Selecting this will allow you to make changes to the overall plug itself. So here we have name 1, name 2, which we can select and change if we wanted to. We're going to leave that alone. We have our customize area. Right here we can swap, so hypothetically if we wanted plug 2 to actually be plug 1, we can just switch them around because I just named them plug 1 and plug 2. You might have it named outdoor lawnmower and koi pond, and the way that the plug is situated, you know that this one is here and you just want to switch that around. That's what that's for. You have an LED status light. This is the Wi-Fi indicator light. You can turn that on or off. I do appreciate that that is part of the application. Anytime I can turn off a status light that I may or may not want on, I like the fact that it's included. You have feature tutorial, so here it will walk you through pretty much the features, and you can select getting started if you wanted to go further. And then device info will give you information on the plug itself. We're going to select back because now we're going to concentrate on the actual settings that you can do for the individual plugs. So power on and off, that was a cog. We have a scheduler. So down here, if we wanted to set up a schedule, we select that and then the plus sign, and then we can select action, turn on or off. When do we want this action to happen? On. So in this case, right now it's set for 6:24 p.m. It would power off, and then I can select Monday, Wednesday, Friday, hypothetically, and turn off the rest. And that would allow me to set a schedule to power off the device. If I wanted to power on the device, I could set up another schedule. And then you could set up multiple schedules depending on day of week and what you want it to do. So that's a nice feature to have on anything like this. Selecting back, we have timers. So timer, if you want your smart plug to turn off after X amount of minutes, in this case 30 minutes, it will turn the smart plug on, or I can do turn it off after 30 minutes of runtime. So again, more flexibility in your planning, whether you want to use a schedule or you just want to use timers. Selecting back one more time, we have our away mode. Now away mode will allow us to have the plug randomly turn on and off based on a randomized schedule so that people think you're actually home. And again, you could start this and end this and then repeat on specific days. I do like just how simplistic TP-Link keeps a lot of their scheduling services. They look very similar, they do different things, but they kind of have this very simplistic set a start time, set an end time, and pick your days of the week. And I'm going to select back. And last on this page is our runtime. Now, right now, this is my runtime for plug number 2, which is actually attached to one of my key lights, which is why I didn't turn it off. And then looking at the runtime over the past 30 days makes me realize just how much filming actually gets cut when I'm making these. So you can see total runtime is about 366 hours with a daily runtime of 21 hours. I assure you I don't do 21 hours, but it's kind of averaging things. If we come back to plug number 1 and do runtime, this one's a little better because I really only ran it for a little bit before doing the review so that you had some data there. But you have today's data, you have the past 7 days, and you have the past 30-day runtime, and then you'll note that each plug is separate from each other. So the stats for plug 1 are different from the stats from plug 2. So they don't roll that stuff together, which again is a good thing because sometimes you want to know just specifically the item that you have plugged in to a single plug, how that's doing. I do wish that it had energy usage, but I get it. There are other Kasa products that do energy usage. Most of them will have the runtimes, which is better than you'd get with a lot of other options. And coming back one more time, you can see that there are 2 dots here at the bottom of the page. That is because it is 2 plugs, but it's a singular device. So if we swipe, we can swipe left or right between the 2, and you could actually see in the background that the Wi-Fi indicator, when it's on, is actually on. So it's a nice little touch. And really, that's everything that you can do with the application for the Kasa Smart Wi-Fi Outdoor Plug.